Hey there folks, this is Dave Wood talking to you in my mountainous home out in Costa Rica with, of course, the crazy look in my eye, because today I'm going to teach you something a little bit crazy, and that is the lazy man's way to do SEO. Now, what's SEO? It's search engine optimization. Now, before you get scared and run off into the wilderness saying, oh God, Dave, I don't want to learn SEO, today what I'm actually going to teach you is really simple. Now, I'm going to warn you in advance. There is some complicated things if you really, really want to learn the Jedi ninjutsu of SEO. Now, what do I mean by lazy SEO, though? I mean SEO that takes like 15 minutes a day. Once you get it, super easy to do, built and integrated right into our system here at Empower Network. If you want to do it with us, which of course, obviously you do, come on, just get in. I'm teasing. But if you want to do it with us, great. If you don't want to do it with us, cool. Don't worry about it. I'm going to teach you the lazy man's guide to SEO. This is going to be very simplified. It will get you more traffic, and you'll make more money and have a better life by doing it. Now, I'm going to assume in teaching this stuff that you have the Empower Network system, and later on in this, I'm actually going to explain why you should be a part of the Empower Network specifically if you are doing SEO, and why it's advantageous to you and your business. All right, and I promise you that even if you look at any of this and say, that sounds complex, it will take you less than 15 minutes a day to do, which is the cool part. All you got to do is set a few things up. All right, so let me explain why I called it lazy man's way to riches. Is because when I got started, SEO definitely was not lazy. It was an all-day consuming task. Number one, because I didn't know how to do it. Number two, I couldn't afford the good tools to do it. Number three, it was because I wasn't operating on a community blogging platform that already had hundreds of thousands of backlinks on the internet. I was trying to build up a site that had zero authority. And this is what I learned. Now, what search engine optimization obviously is going to do, it's to get your stuff to rank in the search engines, all right? Rank in search. What search engines? Well, Google, Bing, things like that, right? Search engines, right? Rank in search. You want, in other words, your post to pop up on the first 10 search results for the keyword that you're targeting. All right. Now, there's a couple of really important things to understand that I'm going to explain quickly. And the reason I'm explaining it quickly is because if you're really serious about this, you want to pick up the 15K formula. It's $250. It's in the members area. And, of course, that's available to all blogging customers, regardless of whether you're affiliate or not. You can pick that up. We've got some very advanced, detailed tutorials that will take you way past the little bit of ninjutsu that I share with you here. And it'll take you into some of the deep-rooted strategies of really what we're doing here and why it works so well. All right? So let me explain lazy man's SEO and what is this concept? Well, I worked about 16 hours a day doing SEO when I first got started. You say, Dave, what were you doing? Well, SEO basically can be boiled down into two areas, what's called on-page optimization, on-page, and what's called off-page, right? Now, off-page optimization is the hard part, right? Because that includes getting links, lots and lots and lots of links. On-page SEO, super easy to do. I'm going to explain to you in 5 minutes how to do it with software that's built into our system. It literally, you don't even have to know what you're doing to do it. It's that easy to do. Off-page SEO, though, you got to get thousands of links to your site, and it really is a pain in the butt. I got an article submitter, and I was rewriting articles and spinning sentences, and then I was submitting them to thousands of article directories, and I had to sit there and manually submit things. Now, the blessing behind what I did was that it worked. In other words, I started showing up in the first 10 search results in the search engines, right? By just getting lots of links to my stuff and targeting a few specific keywords, and I started getting traffic, and my sales stuff was good. So I was getting sales, but here's the key is I was doing the SEO, the on-page, the off-page, the backlinks, and I was doing the selling, and I was making the capture pages, and it was just too much for one person to do. It literally took me all day, 18 hours a day, all right? After a while of doing that, I started making money, and I said, forget this, I'm not doing this anymore. I started paying somebody else to do it. So today I do no backlinking whatsoever. It's all automated. I don't lift a finger to do it. And I encourage you, the second you start making money from your business, that you immediately stop doing any SEO, because it's a $2 an hour, $4 an hour task you can outsource to foreign countries by going and hiring people. It's very cheap to get other people to do it. All right, so I haven't done it in a year and a half, but I still get thousands of links, and most of my SEO that still brings me the most results is completely automated. And anybody, even a grandma, 16-year-old who's never touched a computer, somebody that's never had an iPhone in their entire life, and heck, I don't even still have a cell phone, they can still learn how to do this very effectively in a few minutes. All right. So first, here's what we're going to cover. What we're going to cover is the concepts of each of these things, and then I'm going to show you a daily strategy to work into your habit, and then I'm going to give you, of course, a call to action and where you can go and get some additional resources to kind of take this to a whole new level. All right? So there's two things that you need to do: on-page optimization and off-page optimization. Now, here's what you want to do. When you buy the Empower Network membership, we have a plugin that's installed and configured for you. It's called SEO Presser. And basically what SEO Presser does is it gives you a percentage score of how good your on-page SEO is. I don't even need to explain SEO for you. Here's how you get SEO Presser to work. Now, we actually have tutorials of this in the back office. It's super easy to use. But all you do is you're writing a post, and then you hit Save Draft. There's a little button that says Save Draft on it, right? And it's going to give you a percentage score of how good your on-page SEO is. Now, here's the key to make your on-page SEO look good, is you want to target one keyword per article. All right? You say, Dave, what does it mean by a keyword? What a keyword is it's a specific search string. Like if you look in Google, let me explain how Google works. If you search for example, Empower Network Review, right? I'm just going to put R to save time. That is a different search string than Empower Network, right? It's also a different search string than Empower Network Scam, if you added scam at the end of that. All right? It's also a different search string than Empower Network Reviews, plural. It's also a different search string than Empower Network Information, right? And same with every company, every concept. So literally every concept has thousands and thousands and thousands of different kinds of search that people, different kinds of search that people do. It's really important that if you're doing SEO on an article, all right, and I encourage you to do SEO on every article that you write because it takes no time and it'll get you way more traffic over time. It'll get us all a lot more traffic if we all do it, all right? It's going to get you way more traffic if you target one specific search per article. All right? And here's something that you want to do. Now, this is obviously for new people. So if you're an advanced SEO person, honestly, you might just want to buy our system and go through the advanced stuff. You're going to learn a lot in the 15K for a month formula. I'm speaking to the 99% out there that don't know anything about this, all right, and who think it's too complicated. This is all you've got to do. Number one, learn that you should target one keyword per article. And number two, you should target keywords that people are looking for. You say, well, Dave, how do I know what people are looking for? All you need to do is go into Google and do a search for something called the keyword tool. Just look for the Google keyword tool, right? If you look for this, it'll always be the first result. It's Google's own keyword tool. You don't even need a Google account to use it. And all you've got to do is put the concept and what the words are for what you're writing about or what you're sharing, and it will give you a comprehensive list of everything that everybody's looking for. And you want to pick as your keyword one of the things, all right, that's got a lot of searches to it. Because if you target something, as an example, that gets no searches a month, and Google will just tell you for free what gets searches and what doesn't, why would you target something that gets no searches if you could target something that gets lots of searches? It's like 10 times the money for like no work. Does that make sense to you? And all you've got to do, again, target one keyword per article, get the keyword tool external, and then when you write your article, this is going to be confusing for a lot of you the first time you do it because you'll think it'll be hard. But then once you do the point and click thing in our members area, you'll be like, holy smokes, it's totally automated. See, we built in an automated system to do your on-page SEO for you. So you don't even have to understand how it works or why it works. All you've got to do is hit Save Draft after you make a post. Now this is what you need to do. Go to the keyword tool external and make your article language about your specific keyword. Specifically what it is. So rather than being Empower Network, if you're writing about our company, write an Empower Network review. Or say why I joined the Empower Network or how to join the Empower Network. Something specific that's searched for in Google. If you're writing about this company. If you're writing about Monavie or Herbalife or Amway or any of these great companies that are out here, make sure to target something that people are looking for. Because if they're looking for it, and they find you and your article is informative, they'll opt in, right? Click on a picture, they'll become part of your tribe, all the social stuff we talked about last time, and you can sell them stuff and make money if they find you in search. And you don't even have to understand search to rank in the search engines. And there's a lot of reasons because of the community posting of our site that works. That's all you've got to do. Now here's the key. You're going to pick a keyword, and then in that plugin, there's a little thing in SEO Presser when you get in the back office, and you'll see exactly how it works. We'll have it in the manual below this video. where all you do is you literally put that keyword that you found with the Google keyword tool, you put that keyword in the upper right, you'll see it right above where you post, you put a little keyword in there. And then when you hit Save Draft, it'll tell you what you need to do in your article to give it a higher on-page optimization score. All right, and all you do is make an adjustment, hit Save Draft again, make another adjustment, hit Save Draft. It'll increase the percentages as you do what it says. You say, what else do I got to do? Nothing. Get the score as high as you possibly can, and anything that you don't understand how to do, there's instructions right there on how to do. It'll take 5 minutes of additional work per post, and that 5 minutes and all its point and click, it will literally quadruple your search traffic if all of us do it together. All right, so that's step one on your daily SEO pattern here at the Empower Network. Now, if you're doing it somewhere else, I can't promise you it's going to be that easy. If you're doing it on a new blog, I can't promise you it's going to be that easy. That's step number one. That's to do your on-page optimization. Remember, what do? You target one keyword. You say, how do I choose a keyword? Well, first of all, you write about what's hot, what's going on, what you're sharing with people. And second of all, you make sure that the keyword is something people are looking for. And third thing you do is you put it in strategic places in your post. That's all you do, right? That's it. All right, so that's step number one. This is, remember, lazy man's SEO. This is if you do every day for a long period of time, you're going to get a dramatic increase in traffic on top of the social traffic you're getting now. All right, so first it's social traffic and then SEO. SEO will always come later if you do this properly. All right, now, say what else do you do? That's it. The plugin itself, right, SEO Presser, it'll actually walk you through exactly step by step what to increase, what to decrease, where to put the words. And you just hit Save Draft again, it increases your score as long as your keyword's in there. You're solid on on-page SEO. Here's the next part that you need to do. Off-page SEO. Now, what's off-page SEO really? Here's the truth. Lots and lots of links, and that's it. There's not a lot more to it. People will try to make off-page SEO complicated. What's off-page SEO? Well, on-page SEO is basically when Google or the search engines comes and finds your site, they need to know what your post is about. Because if they can't figure out what it's about, how can they send people to it, right? That's all you're doing. And off-page SEO is telling Google and other websites, this is where to find my site. So there's a few steps to basic off-page SEO. A few, all right? Some of them are easy, some of them are a little bit more complex. I'm going to go over the easy stuff in this video. Now, if you want the complex stuff, there's a couple of things that you need. Number one, you need to be in the Empower Network and using the blogging system, because even if it's not your primary goal to sell this and you're not using it for that, you can capitalize off of our traffic. Number two thing, you need to buy that $250 product, period, because that product has some of the most advanced SEO stuff. It teaches you how to build what's called link pyramids. I just love the word pyramid, don't you? It teaches you how to build link pyramids in that video, all right? And that video will really break down the science of how to do this in any business for any keywords, and it goes over a lot more strategy I'm going to go over in this video. Okay, so those are two things I'm going to really recommend for this video, and it recommends some tools and some resources that you can buy as additional resources to what I'm going to teach you now. You ready? So this is essentially what you do. Off-page SEO is, remember, lots and lots of links, people linking to your website. And remember the formula I broke down previously in my earlier videos, is in order for your links to be effective, they want to be powerful links. In other words, if you want your links to be effective, the links also have to have links to them. So it's a multi-level, I'm just going to call it a multi-level link, a MLL, right? I thought you'd think that was funny. All right, so a link, if a link is linked to by another backlink, right, and the more backlinks linked to it as possible, that link is going to have what's called more link juice, and obviously you're going to get more traffic to your post. Why? Because Google is going to look at your post and they're going to say, okay, I know what it's about, but is there anybody else talking about it, right? And then they're going to spider the internet. And the more links they find to your post, the more traffic you're going to get, period. It's just the way that it is. All right, we're going to leave SEO.